to my channel. Today we are going to be exploring my vinyl collection, which has become one of my biggest prized possessions in my life because I love collecting vinyl. It's actually become a massive problem for me and has put a massive dent in my wallet, I will admit, but it's worth it because it's so fun. Why wouldn't I collect a bunch of random piece of plastic instead of listening on Spotify? Right. Anyways, today we're going to be exploring my vinyl collection as the start of the new year because I thought it'd be perfect because I plan on starting this new thing called Music Monday, where every single Monday I post a video related to music, whether that is doing album reviews, rankings, yada yada yada. I thought it'd be perfect to start with vinyl, my love and my passion. Without further ado, let's get on into it. I will say that I alphabetize my vinyls by artist alphabetically, and then in each artist it's by discography order. So, in case you were wondering, we're going to start off with the 1975. This is their debut album, and it's on this clear pressing. Nothing too crazy, but there you go. It's a great staple to have. Next up, we have my favorite, one of my prized possessions, which is 5 Seconds of Summer, self-titled. If you know the lore, you would know that they released a picture disc for Record Store Day one year, and it was going for like $1 bajillion. I'll insert the price here. I was not at all willing to pay that price. So when they announced this for their 10-year anniversary, I was like, heck yeah, I need to get this. And this is just on a standard red. But it's so beautiful. I love this album so much. Yay. Next up, we have 5 Seconds of Summer, Sounds Good, Feels Good. Standard black, unfortunately. Next up, we have Youngblood. Once again, standard black, because the cards aren't in it for me to get a color pressing, I guess. I think you may be seeing a theme here. I think you may realize that I really like Five Sauce. Because, spoiler alert, they're my favorite band, which brings us to Calm. And this is actually the +1 edition. Fun fact about this one. Well, it's on standard pink, by the way. But fun fact about this one is I thought I had ordered the original version on their website, and then to my surprise, when it came in the mail, it said +1 on the bottom here, and I went, cool. And now have Kill My Time on here, so happy little accident. Next up, we have the Target edition of Calm with the alternate cover and the alternate pressing, which is like this deep blue color. But yes, we do have a second version of an album. Do I need it? No. But do I want it? Absolutely. So here it is. Here we have 5 Sauce 5. This is the standard, like, I think they call this a bone pressing. And then I also have the bone pressing in the deluxe version of the album. I am not going to take it out because do you see this? Do you see how thick that is? This is chunky, okay? It won't even fit in an outer sleeve. Which, by the way, if you haven't noticed, I keep all of my vinyls in outer sleeves and inner sleeves, so there you go. Yeah, this is just the same color as the other one, but it has every single track on here, and I love this album, so I, of course, want every single track. So, 5 Sauce 5 Deluxe. And, oh wait, there's more! 5 Sauce. So here we have The Feeling of Falling Upwards from live from Royal Albert Hall. And this is the gold pressing from Urban Outfitters. Alrighty, now we are moving away from 5 Sauce. We are moving on to Ace Monroe. Now, Ace Monroe is a Nashville local band that, funny enough, like 2 of the members went to my school. And so I heard about them and listened to them, and they're amazing. You should definitely go check them out. They're kind of like this throwback to like 80s rock. A little bit of 70s influence in there too, and they're great. I highly recommend them, but this is just a standard black. Definitely go check them out. They're really good. Now we are moving on to my queen, Ariana Grande. I only have 2 of her vinyls in my discography at this moment, and one of them I recently just got for Christmas. Yay! So very happy about that. But the first one is Christmas and Chill. Now, I unfortunately got the version that it was in the PVC sleeve, so She is all weird and sticky. I will insert a video in here. I know that recently she released a version of it in like a normal sleeve, and I'm honestly debating on buying that because technically I like played this and it works, but obviously that's not too great for my needle to be going through PVC gunk. So yeah, I may be eventually purchasing the one that's in a sleeve. And then next up we have my favorite Ariana Grande album, which is Thank You Next. Shout out to my sister because she got me the pink and clear split that was restocked on her website. It's so cool. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Very happy to have that, but I need to get more Ariana. I would say next up on my list is to get Positions because I love that album. Next up, we are moving on to my boy Ashton Irwin, and we have Super Bloom. This is just the standard green. But yeah, Super Bloom, love this album. Highly underrated, dude. Like, everyone praises Blood on the Drums and says it's better than Super Bloom, but I'm a Super Bloom stan. And speaking of Blood on the Drums, you guessed it, and it's this red and black splatter. I like to call this the Darth Maul pressing because look at this. Darth Maul. Obviously. I also have the signed insert on my wall over there. I will also insert a video for you for that. Next up, we're going back in time. We're going to oldies now. This is Burnt Capeford's Christmas Wonderland. I grew up listening to this as a kid. Every single year at Christmas, my family spins this record as we're making dinner for Christmas Eve. And it's just like instrumental Christmas music, but it's fire. Go stream Christmas Wonderland by Burnt Capeford. Next up, we have Boston. Now first we have their self-titled, but it's on this Joe Royal Blue pressing. Love this album. Then next up we have Don't Look Back by Boston. This is just a standard black. Yeah, love Boston. Now we are going to my queen, Billie Eilish. We have Don't Smile at Me. This is the red pressing. This is, fun fact, one of my first couple of vinyls that I ever had in my collection because in 2018 this was playing on my Spotify non-stop because was I that girly pop that was watching Hannah Maloche and Emma Chamberlain and Ellie Thuman and listening to all the music that they were listening to? Yes, absolutely I was, and Don't Smile at Me was one of those, so there we go. Then next up we have When We Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? And this is on like a, I think this is supposed to be glow in the dark, but it's like this neon green pressing. This is a really great album, so glad to have it. And this is the Target exclusive, by the way. Next we have Cage the Elephant, Melophobia. Oh, this is like a classic. Everybody should have this in their vinyl collection, especially if you love Cage the Elephant. I love this album. This was my introduction to Cage the Elephant, so of course I have to have this album. And it's also just a dope album cover. Like, this would be something to be cool to like hang on your wall above your record player, so love this album. Next we have my boy Callum Hood. This is Callum Hood's self-titled. I also have the signed insert on my wall as well. This is the like clear and blue splatter pressing. So I literally just spun this yesterday, but look at that, it's so pretty. This is a no skip album, 100%. And I know there are gonna be some people who strongly disagree with me on this, but I think this is the best Five Sauce solo project. Now, When Facing the Things We Turn Away From is a very close second, but I personally love this project the best. Next up, we have Conan Gray, Kid Crow. This is on the Target red pressing. It kind of looks orange on camera. It is just kind of a translucent pinky red-ish color. I need to get more Conan albums in my collection, especially Found Heaven, which is so incredibly underrated, but whatever. That's a conversation for another day. We then have Cub Sport. This is our Vice. Oh my goodness, is this an amazing album. If you have not listened to this, I highly recommend. If you are into indie vibes, indie music, definitely go check them out. Shout out to the Dolan Twins because they are the reason I know about Cub Sport. If you know, you know. They released a music video for their song Hawaiian Party, which is on the album that was released after this one, Bats. Oh, and I forgot to mention, it's on this clear pressing, and it actually has a deluxe track on it because this was like the 5th or 10 or something anniversary of it. But yeah, it's on this pretty clear pressing. We are now moving on to what arguably could be a soundtrack, but I consider them a real band in my heart. Daisy Jones and the Six. Oh, I love this show. Love this book. Read the book first, of course. But it's so good. The music is amazing. The acting is amazing. Everything's amazing. This is... I don't know what exclusive this is, but it's the, like, reddish orange pressing, which is gorgeous. I know the Barnes & Noble one is, like, a bluish pressing. So, look at that. Look at it. It's so pretty. Next up, we have Dayglow. And this is Fuzzy Brain on the Urban Outfitters, like, white and rainbow? Oh, it just says multicolor splatter. But, oh, love this album. I'm an indie girly through and through, so of course I have to have this one. But look at that. Look at that. So pretty. You just need to listen to Dayglow. It's just filled with some fun, synthy, pop, indie vibes, and I highly recommend this album if you want to get into them. Next we have Def Leppard. This is Pyromania. This is just a basic standard black because I did buy this used. Now we're getting to my man Joe Keery. We have 2020, Joe's debut album. I got I think this was like an exclusive like repress, but I'm pretty sure the first ever color pressing of 2020 was this, where it was the blue with like the black in the middle. So when he repressed this a couple years ago, I was like, I need to get this specific pressing because that's like what he first came out with around when he first released this on Color Vinyl. I love this album. I've been here since the beginning. Okay, I didn't become a fan during the beginning. I've been here since he released his first single. So I'm so happy to have all of his albums on vinyl, and also happy that he's finally getting the recognition that he deserves. You guessed it, Decide. So I have Decide. I have multiple versions of it. So the first version that I have is the Urban Outfitters Green, which is like super dope. I definitely paid way more than I should have for this because I bought it off Mercari secondhand. But look at it. It's too cool. I had to have it. As previously mentioned, I have a second version of Decide, and this is the Record Store Day Black Friday edition, and so it's these dope picture discs. It literally is the Magic 8 Ball as a picture disc. Like, that is so freaking cool. And then the back is just like Joe's face. It's so dope. I am so glad I was able to snag this on Record Store Day Black Friday. And lastly for Joe, of course, we have The Crux. This is the best album from 2025, and I will be taking no arguments on that. It is the best album from 2025, hands down. It's just a standard black. I don't think he's pressed it on a color pressing yet. So there's that first section. Now I need to pull out this second section and then we can continue.
3 hours later.
Here we go, second section. We have the Eagles, and this is just One of These Nights, a classic. A standard black, nothing too crazy. Now we are going into Fleetwood Mac, and of course we have the beautiful, the classic, the amazing Rumors by Fleetwood Mac. This, as you should know, is a vinyl record that everyone should have in their vinyl collection. It's not an option. You have to have this in your vinyl collection because it's so amazing. I have the Target gold pressing. Very, very pretty. I felt like it fit the vibes of the album, hence why I was like, I need to get this specific. I need to get this specific pressing. So here is the gold. It's very beautiful. If you collect vinyl and you don't have this album, go buy it. Then next we have my second favorite Fleetwood Mac album, which is Mirage. That may be a controversial opinion, I don't know, but I love Mirage. This is such a good album, so I had to get it. It's a standard black. Next we have Greta Van Fleet, Battle at Garden's Gate. Their best album, duh. I love it, so had to have this. It's just on a standard, oh, you can barely see that. It's a standard white pressing. I don't know why I said standard. It's this opaque white pressing. Very pretty. And then the other Greta Van Fleet record that I have is Starcatcher. This is, I think, I don't remember if this is the glitter one, but I know it's at least clear pressing. Let me see, is it clear? No, it's just the normal clear pressing. I think this was the first thing that dropped on their merch site when they announced the album, and so I just said add to cart. And then after listening to this album, I didn't love it as much as The Battle at Garden's Gate, but it's still a good album. Now we move on to another one of my favorite artists, Mr. Harry Styles. And this is his self-titled Harry Styles, of course. And guess what? It's the pink pressing. No, it's not. It's the black pressing. I would rather not sell an arm and a leg in order to get the pink pressing, so here I stay having the standard black because I need it. Then moving on to other things in the discography, we have Fine Line, of course, and then this is the classic Target splatter pressing. It's just this clear pressing with black and white splatter. Very, very nice. We love. Of course, I had to have Harry's House as well. So here we have Harry's House. And I have the Target yellow pressing. I also really wanted the like teal translucent one. But fun fact, yellow is my favorite color. So not this kind of yellow. I don't like neon yellow. But still, I was like, I feel like this fits the vibe of the album. It's pretty. I'm gonna go with it. And also, yeah, the back of the album is yellow, so why not get a yellow pressing? Now, this is an artist that I don't think many people know exist, so I'm here to put you on the band Jellyfish, okay? Oh, that rhymes. Guys, I'm Dr. Seuss. But you need to listen to Jellyfish. If you are into quirky rock, these are your people. It exudes the 90s vibes that it is, because this is a 90s rock band, but it's kind of like, you just have to listen. It's just something you have to experience. It's kind of hard to describe. It's amazing. And the drummer is the lead singer, okay? If what I said previously is not enough to sell you, like, watch videos of the drummer singing while drumming. It's amazing. Anyways, this is an amazing band. This is an amazing album. This is their album Belly Button. I think this is their debut album, if I'm not mistaken. And they were a short-lived band, so they've only released 2 albums, unfortunately. But highly recommend this band. It's amazing. Love this album. Our next J is Journey, and this is Escape. I got this and the other Journey album I'll show in a second. Spoiler alert. I got it at an antique store, so they do have a couple skips, but I thought it was cool to have like an authentic old vinyl of it. I feel like that's just right for Journey, you know what I mean? That I keep it, so. But yeah, then we have Frontiers, my favorite album of theirs. Same thing, Standard Black, slight scratch, but it is what it is. Next up we have La La Land. One of my favorite movies, of course, so I had to have this. It's just the Standard Black. Eventually I would love to get the Barnes & Noble blue pressing, but for now I will still continue to listen on Standard Black. Next we have Lana Del Rey, the Queen. I only have this album and it's on the basic Target red, but it's gorgeous because it matches the, oh, I just dropped that. It matches like the red of the roses in the middle, which I think is so cool. This is my second favorite Lana Del Rey album, so of course I had to have it. My first is controversial, okay? My favorite is Lust for Life. I know that's an unpopular opinion. Next, this is probably another one they may be unfamiliar with. This is Kaylee Bishop, Little Dove, and this is Family Friend. So definitely go check her out. If you are a country girly, if you like a classic female kind of country rock vibe, I definitely recommend this album. It's very beautiful, very sweet. Definitely go check it out. And yeah, it's just Standard Black. Next we have Leve, and I got the single for Valentine. I just have the chocolate strawberry one where it's half brown, half pink. Very adorable, very cute. This is actually my first like cutout single, so I'm very happy to have one of these in my collection now. Next we have my boy Luke. As we were talking about previously, this is When Facing the Things We Turn Away From by Luke Hemmings. An amazing album. My second favorite Five Sauce solo album, and it's on this gorgeous blue pressing. I got a deal for this because it was going on Mercari and eBay for pretty expensive, but I found this one seller that was selling it for like I think $25 or something, and I was like, yeah. So I instantly bought it, and look, it's so pretty. It's just this translucent dark blue. Following that, we have his second project, Boy, and this is on the like seafoam green translucent. It also came with a signed insert, which is also on my wall. But yeah, this is also a beautiful EP slash album on a beautiful pressing. I love this color. I love it so much. And moving on, we have Side Quest by Michael Clifford. Once again, a 5 Sauce solo project because I have to support my boys. This is on the quad vinyl from Hopeless Records, right? Yeah. And so it's the blue and black. I wanted to sign inserts, and this, and I think one other album, like when the album first dropped, were the only ones that you could possibly get a signed insert with. And so obviously I was like, I need to get this one. But the other pressing that's really cool is like the sparkle pink that came with a signed insert. Maybe I'll get that one eventually as well because Michael is my favorite member of 5 Sauce. But yeah, this is a cool one. I think it also fits the vibe of the album pretty well. The quad just is very playful, and that's what the album's aesthetic is. Cause like, look at that. Look at that. Yeah, but I love this album. So proud of Michael. Next we have the one, the only, Noah Kahan. I have Cape Elizabeth. This is my favorite project of his. My favorite Noah Kahan song is Glue Myself Shut. So obviously I had to have this. And it's on the repress that he did of this like dark blue. Because I missed out on getting the record store day like marbly blue one and was really sad about it. So when he released this like dark opaque blue, I was like, that's close enough, you know? So I ended up getting this instead, and I love it. Following that, we have Styx Season, but this is the Styx Season Town Hall, so it's like all of the collaborations that he did for all of his songs for Styx Season. And this was the Record Store Day Black Friday release. And so it's an alternate cover, and then it has a beautiful brown pressing, but it's like very like smoky-ish. It's very cool, like when you see it in person. Next we have The Show by Niall Horan. Love this man, love this project. This is specifically the Target edition on this like bright blue pressing. It actually kind of does remind me of the Harry's House blue pressing. Don't know if that was intentional or not. Look at it! It's this beautiful translucent like baby blue color. Love it. And yeah, this is my favorite Niall project. Heartbreak Weather is close second, but I love The Show. I love it. We are moving on to our queen, Olivia Rodrigo. We're starting off with Sour, specifically the Target exclusive. This is the alternate cover, and then this like beautiful like violet, well actually no, this would be indigo, like this like translucent indigo-y color, but then you put it up to the light and it's more like blue, but I don't know, it's a blue color. Now we have the standard version of Sour, and it's on this purple pressing. I'm pretty sure this was the Urban Outfitters exclusive pressing. I also do really love the opaque purple. Now moving on to Guts. I have the red pressing, so that means that I have Obsessed as the deluxe track on this one. Love Guts. I'm so excited to see what Olivia does this year. I'm so excited to see what she releases because she's been killing it. It's almost kind of like this slightly orangish red, and it looks a lot more orange on camera, but it's gorge. We love it. And we wouldn't stop there. No. We have to get multiple other versions, of course. So we have Guts Spilled, aka Guts Deluxe. And this was the first like edition of Guts Spilled that was released, where it's the clear with the splatter. So the first disc is a clear with red splatter, and then the second disc is a clear with purple splatter. I gotta be honest with you, I wasn't super impressed with this pressing. Like, I don't know, something about the clear and the splatter, or maybe even just the way that, because look at this. the splatter's kind of like a little funky, where it's like kind of mostly on one side. Like, I don't know, I wasn't super impressed with this one. I still am very glad to have it, obviously, but I prefer the Record Store Day version better. Which, speaking of, we have the Record Store Day Black Friday edition of Guts, and as you can see, it's in this like thick purple outer sleeve that it came in, and I just kept it in there because I thought it was cool. But the pressings are the star of the show, obviously. We have this dark, almost maroon red with like this kind of like black smoke in the middle. It's amazing. And then the second disc is even more stunning in my opinion. It's this beautiful lavender color with, once again, some kind of little like pinkish purple and like white little marble-y stuff. So it's beautiful. Love this album. Love this pressing. And now we are going to move on to the second side of my shelf, which is going to take a minute. So 1 second.
A few moments later.
Let's get into the second side. Alright, first up we have Paramore. Oh, wow, why did my lighting do that? So this is Riot. Duh. We love Riot. This is the, I think this may be indie exclusive. I don't know. But it's just it's the silver pressing, the opaque silver, which we love. And then for another Paramore album, we have This Is Why. I love this album. This was essentially my Paramore love renewal. When this album came out, I listened to it in full and was like, this is amazing. And it's what made me go back and like re-listen to Paramore because they're just amazing. This is the Target exclusive. If you can tell, I love Target pressing. But this is the gold, which I just realized, silver and gold. That's perfect. Anyways, so yeah, it's this really pretty gold. And if you can kind of see, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, it's kind of like swirliness to it. It's very cool. Now we move on to Post Animal. Oh, I love this album. I love this album so much. Ralphie is literally one of my favorite songs of all time. If you probably went to my Stats FM or my Spotify records, it probably would be like one of my like most played songs of all time because I love it so much. This is the maroon and cream colored split pressing. So funny enough, I ordered this on Amazon and it said, which look at that, it's pretty. But I ordered this on Amazon and it said it was going to be the magenta marble pressing. So then I got this in the mail and was like so excited, and then I opened it and it was this pressing, which is fine. Like, I thoroughly like this pressing. However, I was in fact expecting the magenta pressing, so it was a little bit of a letdown. But at the same time, I love this album so much that like I just need to have it on vinyl. Also, I don't know why my lighting just like keeps getting weird, so just ignore that. Next we have Renee Rapp. This is Everything to Everyone Deluxe. I love Renee Rapp, and I'm so upset that I do not have Snow Angel on vinyl because that's my favorite project of hers. But for now, I just have Everything to Everyone. This is on a stunning orange pressing. It's like this marble orangey cream yellow. Like, you can see there's like little swirls in there. It's gorgeous. Now we are moving on to my girl Sabrina Carpenter. I have loved her stuff since she was in Girl Meets World. Like, I've been there since Eyes Wide Open. I'm still upset that Eyes Wide Open doesn't have a vinyl pressing, but whatever. But yeah, we do have Evolve, and this is the Urban Outfitters exclusive. I got literally the instant that all the Urban Outfitters exclusives of her older stuff was announced, I added all of them to my cart and I bought them all because they're gorgeous. This one specifically is stunning compared to the other ones. I think it's my favorite because it's like this beautiful dark like red, this muted dark red, but then it has like these black and white little like specks and splatters in it, and it's amazing. The only issue is that I don't know if you can pick that up on camera, but this center label is like a little bubbled up, which means that it probably wasn't glued down properly. I played it and it didn't seem to affect the sound quality, and it didn't seem like it did anything bad. But advanced vinyl collectors, let me know what I can possibly do about that, because I don't know. Anyways, moving on to Singular Act 1. Emails I Can't Send in this album are my two favorites of hers, and it will never change because I love this album so much. I fortunately got to see the Singular Act tour, so I did get to see this live in concert, which was so much fun. But it's on the Urban Outfitters once again, and it's this gorgeous white opaque with this like lime green and like teal splatter. So very pretty. You guessed it, the next one is Singular Act 1. So this is also the Urban Outfitters exclusive. I think this is my second favorite Urban Outfitters exclusive Sabrina pressing because it's gorgeous. Look at that! Look at it! It's like this gorgeous, like almost Coke bottle-y translucent clear, and then you have these little like white splatter in the middle, and it's gorgeous. Then we have, as I previously mentioned, one of my other favorite Sabrina albums, which is Emails I Can't Send. Now, this is arguably her best album. This is the special edition version that was on her web store. It's this beautiful red pressing. But yeah, it's this beautiful translucent red. So, love it. Then, this I actually just bought with Christmas money recently. This is the Emails I Can't Send Forward, aka the deluxe version, and so excited to have this. I will say I was very surprised when I got this because it's not a gatefold like the original one, and literally it's just like there's nothing. It's like, oh, it's in a sleeve and that's it. Which for the deluxe I would have expected there to be like a gatefold or something, you know, but whatever, it's fine. But it's on this like, oh, it does look very peachy on camera. What? Because it's okay. So it lists that it's like this peach color, but like when you look at it in person, it kind of looks more like a cream off-white color. But yeah, when you like hold it up to the light in the camera, it does look more peach. So there you go. You've heard it here first, folks. It actually is in fact a peach color pressing. So there you go. Then we have Fruitcake, of course. I really debated on which version of this I wanted to purchase, and I think I chose the wrong decision. I got the, what is it called? Oh, there's no hype sticker. Love that. I think this was like the berry something pressing, so it's like this pretty like maroony like fruit color. It reminds me of this color Starburst. You know the Starbursts that are this color? That they're like the maroony color? Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. Maybe one day I will get the green one as well, but I'm just happy to have it. Next up we have Short and Sweet. This is the standard edition of the album, and it's on the like marbly blue pressing. Gorgeous. Fits the album perfectly. So pretty, and I love the little lipsticks marks on the center label. It's amazing. And then, of course I didn't stop there. I had to get Short and Sweet Deluxe. There was two versions of Deluxe, if I'm not mistaken. There was this one, and then there was like this like blue pressing. But because I already had the blue pressing of like the standard version of the album, I was like, I should get the other one. And I'm so glad I did, because look at how gorgeous this is. It's this pearly white with like kind of, when you hold it up to the light, you can kind of see that there's like this smoky like marbling in it. It's gorgeous. And this is like really hilarious and kind of controversial that this is the next album alphabetically in my collection. But we have Sean by Shawn Mendes. If you know, you know. But I love this album. This is the Barnes & Noble exclusive. It's like this translucent tannish brown color. And when you put it up to the light, it even almost like, because of how translucent it is, it almost kind of has like a slightly like pinky brown tint. But it's very cool. Next up we have The Smiths. This is The Queen is Dead, my favorite album of theirs. This is just a standard black. We have Currents by Tame Impala. I'm going to do another shout out to the Dolan Twins and Emma Chamberlain actually, because During my YouTuber phase, Emma Chamberlain and the Olsen Twins would like always like hype up Tame Impala, specifically this album. And I was like, well, yeah, I gotta listen to it because like they're my favorites, like I have to. And it changed my life, actually. I love this album. It is so good. It's on a standard black, unfortunately. Next up, we have a recent purchase, and by recent I mean like a couple days ago. We have So Close to What by Tate McRae. I recently just been put on this album. Amazing album. Gorgeous, beautiful, we love it. Next we are moving on to Taylor Swift. This is actually the first ever vinyl I had in my vinyl collection, because I got a vinyl record for Christmas and got this and Charlie Brown Christmas Minstrelsy album, which you'll see later in the video, obviously. Yeah, it's a standard black, but yes, love this album. Next we have Lover. This is just the classic, the pink and teal. So you have the opaque pale pink and then the translucent like teal color. Now we move on to some of her best work, Folklore. This is just the In the Trees version, so it's just like this brownish color and then it has the lakes on it. But yeah, it's like this beautiful brown. Yeah, but I love Folklore so much. But you know what I love more than Folklore? Evermore. Evermore and Fearless are my top 2 Taylor albums, but I love this album so much. This is probably one of my most spun records in my collection. It is an opaque red, and I think this was the Target exclusive, if I'm not mistaken. And speaking of a red pressing, we have Red, Taylor's version. This is the Target edition, and it's pretty much the exact same pressing as Evermore. Then another Taylor's version, Speak Now. This was the one off her merch site. It's just violet. This kind of matches the purple of the cardigan, but even darker. Like, it's from far away, it almost could look like it's a black standard pressing because it's such a dark purple. Then next up we have 1989, of course. This is the peach one from Target. I think the tangerine vinyl. So sorry. Tangerine vinyl. The main reason I bought this one specifically is because it has Sweeter Than Fiction. And then next up we have, which I'm not going to pull out these discs either, I'm so sorry, that's too much effort. We have the Torture Poets Department. Still have very mixed feelings about this album, which are like, so then why do you own it? I don't know, consumerism. Then we move on to my boy, Troye Sivan. I only have Bloom, and it's a standard black. Love this album. Eventually want to get Blue Neighborhood, especially since she just came out with the anniversary edition of Blue Neighborhood. I need to get that. Now we move on to the artist that got me through middle school, 21 Pilots. This is Vessel, the like clear pressing that I think like everyone pretty much has. It has almost like a tint to it, like an almost grayish tint to the clearness. My favorite 21 Pilots album. Next we have Blurry Face. This is just a standard black. I eventually want to get the red Walmart pressing. Next we have 21 Pilots' most underrated album, which is Scaled and Icy. And this is on the Target opaque white pressing. Very pretty. And then we have my second favorite 21 Pilots album, which is, oh, I accidentally grabbed 2 vinyls when I did that. Just kidding. Which is Clancy. This is the indie exclusive. So it's the clear with the red splatter. Next up we have one of my favorite artists of all time, which is Van Halen. And this is their debut. So Van Halen 1. Literally their best album. That and Van Halen 2 are their best albums. Once again, I will be taking no critiques. This is just a standard black. And following that, naturally, we have Van Halen 2. Once again, got standard black. Now we are moving on to my soundtracks. And a perfect one to start us off is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 soundtrack. And then this is the Target pressing, and it's gorgeous. I love it. It's like this orange and yellow marble pressing. Look at that. Look at that. That's amazing. Then the next one. Also got this recently because my boyfriend just randomly surprised me with it, which was dope. And it's the Hamilton 10 shots. I'm a theater kid, so naturally this makes sense. I had to have some form of musical, like musical in my collection. And this is the Angelica pressing, which is the Amazon exclusive. It's like this beautiful pink color with some like darker pink marbling in there. Love it. Next, we have one of the best Disney Channel original movies, obviously, Lemonade Mouth. It's just the quad black and yellow. Here's it up close. Amazing, obviously. And then we have the soundtrack for Sing Street. I love John Carney. I love his films. They're amazing. If you haven't seen Sing Street, I highly recommend you go watching it. And so there's a bunch of original songs in here, but then there's also just some 80s classics on it as well. Just a standard black. I don't think there was ever a color pressing released of it, but very happy to have this on vinyl. Here I have the Walmart exclusive like edition of Stranger Things soundtrack, but it's why it's special is because it's the Stranger Things 1 soundtrack and the same Stranger Things 2 soundtrack together. It has this exclusive cover, which is like of the gate. Then the 2 discs are this translucent pinkish red, and then there's like a little bit of like black smoke kind of in the middle, which is nice. And then I have the WSQK collection, which technically isn't the official soundtrack for season 5, just kind of a collection of some of the songs from the season and then additional stuff. And it's just on the Target red pressing. There's probably a angle and lighting change going on here because my camera almost died, so I had to sprint to go plug it in. So moving on, we have my favorite Disney Channel original movie of all time, which is Teen Beach Movie. And what better than a beach ball pressing for the Teen Beach Movie pressing. So there you go. It's yellow, green, and blue, and it looks like a beach ball. It's perfect. I love it. Moving on, we have another amazing soundtrack. It is That Thing You Do. I love this movie. Definitely go check it out if you have never seen it. It's amazing. One of the characters is getting Mike Wazowski'd right now by the Mondo slip. But this is a Mondo exclusive. And it is a clear with a multicolor splatter. It's very beautiful. Ooh, very nice. And then as I mentioned previously, we have A Charlie Brown Christmas by Vince Guaraldi. And this is on a beautiful green translucent pressing. Moving on to another one of my favorite artists of all time. We have Wallows, Nothing Happens, but this is specifically the 5th year anniversary edition, a Record Store Day exclusive. And look at this pressing. I mean, come on, I had to have it. So the first disc is white opaque with blue splatter. Gorgeous. And then the second pressing is the inverse. So yeah, then it's like this dark blue with some white and light blue splatter. So gorgeous. Then we have Wallow's Model, and this is just the like merch store. It's this red, orange, and yellow marble, and it's amazing. I love it. Now, I'm so sorry, but you are about to get Weezer. So this is Weezer Blue Album. Don't hate me, but I kind of grew up on this, so I love this album. It's so fun. And this is just a standard black. Now we are nearing the end of my 12-inch collection. We're ending with Zach Bryan. So first we have self-titled, Zach Bryan, standard black. The album that got me into his discography is this next album, which is The Great American Bar Scene. I love this album to death. So much. But that is all of my 12-inch vinyls. Well, hopefully you enjoyed seeing my collection. I will definitely be giving updates on this channel to have an updated collection every single year, so be on the lookout for that. Otherwise, thank you for joining me for the very first edition of Music Monday. I will see you all later, because that's all, folks.